Kyrie, you can get to L.A., but you're going to have to go to auxiliary method. It's kind of like what they did with Kawhi. What did he say? He wanted to go. So the last thing I'm going to do is to put you into a situation. Now, we've seen it, Skip. Where would you like to go? You've been great for us. Hey, we would like to reward you for your services over 5 years, 10 years, however long it's been. We'd like to do the right thing by you. But under no circumstances, Skip, they took a raw deal because they were not going to give Kyrie what he wanted, which was to land in L.A. No way, no how. So they took a worse deal. I believe this deal was worse than what they. Now, I don't know about with the Phoenix Suns. I don't know why. Obviously, Chris Paul's not going to be too happy about that. But hey, that's for them to figure out. Russ probably not too happy about that. But hey, he understood. He know they've been working behind the scenes for the longest.
But he knows way better than CP3 knows. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. So with that being said, Skip, yes, I believe they could have got better deals. But the better deal would have included sending Kyrie where he wanted to his preferred destinations. And the last thing I want to do, if you've not been amenable to me, you haven't been reliable to me, you haven't been dependent to me, is to send you where you want to go. I mean, look, and do they still have some room? I'm hearing they want to trade Ben Simmons, but there ain't no trade market for Ben Simmons, which I told you, Skip, it's never going to be the same for him. So for me, Skip...
Well, he can't even stay physically healthy, let alone emotionally healthy. But go ahead.
Maybe it's his mental health that's causing his physical health.
Could be.
Skip, no. I do believe they could have got better deals. But in order to get a better deal, that would have meant I had to send Kyrie to his preferred destination.
Yep.
And the last thing I want to do is do that.
Okay. I buy that. But I also have a whole lot to say about this.
Okay.
And I'm going to start with a grand plan hypothetical that I tweeted about, but I didn't talk about on the show yesterday. But we now have the opportunity to go back in here.
Okay.
LeBron never would have done this. But if he wanted to maximize his opportunity to win at least one more ring, the way to have done it would be to push for Kyrie to be traded straight up for LeBron. And then LeBron at age 38, with just a year or two left, whatever he's got, he may play 4 or 5 years for all I know. But the point is, if he had joined KD, you'd have to go to Brooklyn to do it. And I don't think he wants to give up his homestead here.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm just saying, if you really wanted to push hard for something, that would have worked.
You thought the Lakers going to do that? Okay. You think the Lakers would trade Kyrie Irving for LeBron James straight up?
Kyrie is 30 years of age, so you suddenly would be back in business for the next 5, 6, 7 years.
Let me ask you a question.
Right?
Who you think put more butts in the seat? You do realize the Lakers
are
about
even close. Okay.
The Lakers are about superstars. Okay. That's why they move heaven and earth to get them.
Well, obviously, we are on the precipice of him being the ultimate gate attraction tonight and maybe Thursday night.
Right.
I'm just doing the hypothetical. I'm just telling you, to maximize chances, that would be the way to do it, because Kyrie, to me, ultimately is more trouble than he's worth. And I think you agree with that.
Yeah.
Even though I would have given LeBron a real shot, a much better shot than anybody else of handling Kyrie or vibing off Kyrie or however you want to call it. Like he said yesterday, he's talking about how disappointed he was. And he said to be able to land such a talent, someone I had such great chemistry with, I know I have great chemistry with. Well, that's that guy. LeBron and that guy, because they obviously won together.
Thank you, Skip. LeBron is the only one who has gotten a championship.
And now that the smoke clears on Kyrie's career, now that we look back, we say, well, wait a second. It only worked one time, and it barely worked.
Yeah.
You were down 3-1, and it might have come all apart after that. If you had lost Game 5, even though Draymond had been suspended, if it had been a gentleman's sweep at that point, he may have flown the coop for you there, because he was already being difficult at that point.
I think had he not wrecked his knee in that overtime, I think they go 2-0 against the Warriors. I don't think the Warriors beat them, Skip. You think the Warriors, honestly, you think the Warriors, we'll never know, but I sure like the Lakers' chances with Kyrie.
Okay, well, I told you, those 3 games, the first 3 games of that first go-round against Golden State in 2015, that's the greatest I've ever seen LeBron play. Right. He literally put the whole team on his broad shoulders and said, I'm going to carry you as far as I can carry you. And he carried them all the way 2-1 up to Game 4 at his house, and then it didn't work. And you can say he ran out of gas or whatever. But the point is, he could have made it work if anyone could make it work with Kyrie. But remember, Kyrie, to me, is very evolved now. He's evolved past that young Kyrie that LeBron won a championship with.
Right.
Okay, so the point is we got that thing operating, and now let's get back to, okay, so the Nets had what offers on the table? Well, if this is to be believed, that the underplayed, under-the-radar story of the year is that, wait a second, Phoenix offered Chris Paul and Jay Crowder and some undisclosed, or undetermined picks. I'm not sure how many, what they had or what they offered, but there were picks on top of that. Yeah. And I'm saying, wait a second. You took Spencer Dinwiddie and you took Finney Smith, and you did take their picks, but they're down the line. Yeah. They're just like the Laker picks. Yeah. They're way, way out there.
29 first round and a 2 second round. It was 27, 29.
Okay, it's way out there. It's a long time from now.
Well, Skip, you
but Chris Paul, I'm talking about if you want to maximize your chances to win right now with Kevin Durant, even though Chris this spring will turn 38 years of age. He's 37.
But he look like he's on borrowed time. Skip. He's on fumes.
Okay, but listen, when it's time to play, I would count on him to give you what you need to organize your team, to quarterback your team, to run your team. And you got a bunch of shooters on that team.
What we saw last year is that Chris Paul, it started out like every other game, and then he totally disappeared in the Mavs series. But you mentioned something that I found very interesting. You said Bum Bright, the former owner of the Cowboys, had better offers than what Jerry Jones. But he took Jerry Jones' offer because why? He
despised Tom Landry.
Okay.
Because Tom Landry at the Christmas parties would just cold shoulder him. Okay. Wouldn't even call him by name or talk to him or listen to him or chit chat with him. He just aloofed him. He stiff-armed him. Okay.
So Josiah says, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll take less to send you to your less preferred destination.
Okay.
Then make sure you're happy.
I mean, it's a marquee destination in that you're playing with a young superstar.
Yes.
And it's Mark Cuban's team, and he's...
That's okay. It ain't L.A.
Okay. But Mark Cuban, of the basketball owners, does he
he's one of the most vocal owners.
Okay, but is he the most recognizable?
Probably.
Just because of television?
Yeah, because he's always... No, Jordan is the most recognizable owner.
Okay. But he stays in the shadows, like he's not even out front.
But Mark Cuban is sitting on the end of the bench.
He's sitting at the bench.
So yes, they know.
He's always yelling at the refs, and he's just... He's actually a Jerry Jones wannabe. Yeah. In Jerry's shadow in Dallas.
He's the owner, but he's more fan. He get caught up in the moment. I think sometimes he forget.
Okay.
Like, damn, I'm down here yelling and screaming. I'm the actual owner. I shouldn't be doing this.
Okay. So maybe so. I just think if you give me, listen, I'm a big fan of Jay Crowder because he plays big in big games, big moments. Right. He has been there and done all of the above. Right. I don't know. I like the makings of what is still left in Brooklyn. And you've been checking out what Cam Thomas keeps doing night after night. He almost had 50. He had a shot to have 50 last night that would have made it a very close game. Right. And he missed his last one, but he still ran up with 47 points.
Well, the thing was, for whatever reason, Steve Nash didn't play him a whole lot. Jacques Vaughn has played him, but now that Kyrie's gone, he's getting minutes. So now, I mean, he showed you, now we know he can heat up. But Skip, now he's getting 30, 35, almost 40 minutes a night as opposed to those 10, 15. Okay. He can show you what he can do.
Okay, but I keep telling you, if you have Seth Curry, and you have Joe Harris, and you still have Patty Mills, and you still have some long defenders like a Royce O'Neal, and Nick Claxton has become the most improved player in the league.
You got Finney-Smith, Watanabe.
What's that?
So you still got wings of Dorian Finney-Smith, Watanabe.
Yeah, but I was doing it without Finney Smith.
Oh, okay.
If you put Jay Crowder in there.
Oh, okay.
And Chris Paul, I'm just telling you, maybe Chris is on fumes, maybe last legs. Yes. But to your ultimate point, you don't think this blindsided him to have to read or hear that, wait a second, I was on the block?
I don't know who leaked. I don't know. The Nets. I think the Nets might have leaked this, Skip.
Okay. And remember, the Suns have a new ownership group, and they're about to
take ownership.
They're going to take over, and it's going to cost the GM and the front office staff it's gone. So maybe it was in flux. Maybe it was a new owner push that we got to start fresh here, and we got to get out from under Chris if we have the opportunity. Right. But man, and then you would start with Kyrie.
Yeah, but you know Kyrie coming in wanting $200 million.
Would.
So you get the last 2 years of Kyrie. The last 2 years of Chris Paul, I think he's going to make $80 million, 40 and 40, give or take here or there. But you know now you coming in. So what are you going to do, Skip, moving forward with DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah.
Are you going to keep him?
Yeah.
Because it seems like every other game he and the head coach getting into it, or he and somebody on his team getting into it. Are you going to keep him?
Yeah. And?
Yeah, that's what you got to do, Skip.
You like it?
I love it.
Okay.
I love Skip. I don't spend the money I don't got. Everybody's like, ooh, I'm about to get this new job. Let me go. No. He said, look, I was excited, but I wasn't all the way vested in until the man's in our building. Because I've seen this before. You know, you start to get excited about Kawhi, Skip. You're like, oh, wait. And then all of a sudden, rug got snatched out.
It did.
Same thing with Kyrie.
Yep.
So I think the thing is now LeBron doesn't allow himself to get fully emotionally invested until he sees the guys out there on him on the court with the Laker uniform on. And so he's like, yeah, I'm disappointed, but I don't allow myself to get all the way invested. And so now I got to shift my focus, worry about the guys that I got in the locker room, and let's try to lead these guys. Hopefully we can stay healthy.
I just think he wanted to make it very clear in a very nice way, a very upbeat way.
Yeah.
They didn't do their job. I needed this guy because with this guy, I can deal with this guy because we have chemistry and we've done this before. And we could have gone places, obviously in a West that's begging for somebody to take control of. You can argue Denver has taken some control, but I don't think anybody's sold completely on Denver being the team in the West.
Who said the Lakers are done?
Well,
They're the trade deadline Thursday.
And?
Hey, we ain't done.
And?
Yeah, we're about 8.
Okay, for anybody but Kyrie, are you going to give up those picks? No.
Hey, they don't tell it what we might do.
Well, no telling.
KD might want out.
Would he?
Yeah, then what? KD, AD, and Bron.
And you're going to give what for him?
2 first round of the Russ.
And Russ.
2 first round of the Russ.
They would laugh at you.
But we will give you Max Christie and Austin
that's
Reed.
big of you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and all of a sudden the Nets become the worst team in the East.
No, they don't. They got Cam. You say Cam wouldn't have went back-to-back 40-point games?
He did. That'd be all you'd have.
Nah, you got nice pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
You got Dinwiddie, you got Curry, Patty Mills, T.J. Warren, Nick Claxton.
Yeah, boy, it's loaded.
No, Ben. You love Ben Simmons.
I love him when he's right.
He hadn't been right in a long time, Skip.
No, he's had flashes, bits and pieces, fits and starts.
Nah.
Yeah. Well, okay. You're going to make a bold, big move, big splash?
It might be a little move.
A little move. Okay. Buddy
Maybe a shooter. Maybe Bogdan, old Bogey down in Detroit. Maybe we do something for Bogey. You know, we got a shooter, Skip.
He would help. Yeah.
The floor space, and LeBron can get downhill. The double team can't come right now to get the ball out of AD's hands.
True. I agree. All right. You do need a shooter because you don't have one.
Somebody be in trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Okay.